God bless us. But other than the art, let's talk about the dance because we just had a whole
we just had a whole dance video yesterday.
What? That was a whole film, a movie. So yeah, in honor of that energy, I believe that dancing is really a way to release and alchemize energy that is stagnant in the body. So this is also going back to the body topic as well, because it's like ultimately I think I was not really the type to dance as a young boy, but it's something that I think I gradually accepted in my, I guess for lack of a better word, spirituality. Because I think ultimately I started to accept myself just being and being in my truth, and then recognizing that if I can't be in my truth with others, then they living in a lie. It's not just it's affecting me. So I had to be mindful with who I'm being around. So I'm like, who can I be around that we can stay in our truth together?
Yeah.
And it that alone created a space of safety, security within oneself, and like not feeling weird, not feeling like you're being perceived any kind of way other than who you are naturally and what's in your heart. And I think dancing just started to become more like open for me to just like do naturally, like wherever. It don't matter where we at. I'm like, yeah, we're gonna dance. We're gonna make a space. We're gonna make a dance floor out of a space that don't got no music.
I remember when you told me that the first time, like, oh yeah, I wasn't even really into that at first. Yo, if y'all ever meet Sheen, you would think he lied. Because, like he said, he will create a space where, like you said, you can transmute that stagnant energy. You know what I mean? And it's not like anybody asking you to be a choreographer. You feel me? Like, I think that's sometimes why people be, what's that word? Like, not trying to, because they be like, I don't want to, like, somebody to, I don't want to look, dumb.
Yeah, right.
Right. But I truly believe, look, I got my first war scar from the thing. Nah, this is part of it, bro. This is part of it.
No, it is, but you definitely just pull them sleeves up.
Yeah.
Don't get it on still growing. I'm glad that's on something else.
Nah, this is still growing. Oh. Yeah, this is still growing.
All right, but we still.
Yeah.
You said it's part of it.
Yeah, this is a part of it, man. Like you said, the canvas, it has to, it comes with a journey and all the things that go along with it. So I ain't tripping, man. I came here to learn.
No, that's real.
I mean, every time I see that now, I'll be like, man, what the
I was there.
You hear me?
Yeah, but no, that really is like, it's something that it feels like a new experience every time. Like every time I'm dancing, it just feels like, I'm like, wow, that's really, because maybe it's because like who I'm sharing it with, and just like a new environment, but like it really does feel like a new space. But I think honestly, I think I've just learned that dancing became a part of me because it's just freedom and liberation within it. I do feel the ancestors' connection through rhythm and music. So just accepting that more as well. Like the music is always gonna be connected to me. So it's like when I'm dancing, I feel vibration, I feel the frequency, I feel the message. I feel there's a lot of things that I feel like are being conveyed through the body, but mostly it's releasing stagnant energy. Like I think for men, it's kind of like in the hips a lot because like we don't always be moving our hips. And I think that's just like a lot of the creative energy that's just like stagnant. But then there's also just the ability to not worry about being perceived, like just to be literally free in everything, in every part of you, which I think goes back to how we communicate too. Because like you could be communicating with your body, you have a whole conversation.
Yes.
Enjoying a whole lot.
Yes, indeed.
Like body language.
I mean, like you said, yesterday was a perfect example, and shouts out to Net, you feel me? Because they brought the whole closer by, you know what I mean? Yeah. If you ain't heard it yet, when this come out, I'll make sure I put that in the link, because that's what we've been referring to. And that's just like a part of how our lives is. I mean, shoot, that even gives me a good segue.
That was truth.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that was the truth.
Really would be happening. This is not just, we just doing this, we just putting this together.
Nah, like, this is our daily lives. We create, we link, we love, right? This is how it really be. So I want to like lean into like sound as well, because you are a sound healer, right? So like, how does sound? Let me rephrase the question so that it's like consistent, right? How does sound help people move through trauma instead of just talking about it?
How does sound help people move through trauma instead of just talking about it? Well, I do think it's a part of the frequency. Like, vibration is more important than we think it is. So I think we're honestly being influenced by vibration even right now. Like, our voices have a carry a certain tone. Like, it's like when you talk to somebody, there's a chance that you can tell they're lying. Cause their tone is
Yes.
just like I may not know all the way, but I also don't feel like you're as sincere, like, or this is actually genuinely coming from you because you're about this, or like, are you just sharing this because of what you see, or are you sharing this because it's some you've experience, like, so I think like tone and vibration is one thing. What we've been influenced by, or like what we listen to on a day-to-day basis, is definitely another thing, because we don't really know like what music we're listening to. Like, we don't know what frequency that music is really on for real. Like, how many times are we listening to just like pure frequencies? So I think sound healing has been very intentional for me to have a moment of like peace, serenity, grounding in the body. It honestly is just a reminder to breathe, like just to breathe deeply. Like, when the last time you just like really was intentional with your breath, like really sitting in the moment to just be still and just breathe.
All right, I had to do one just now when you were saying that. I snuck one in real right.
Literally. Like, it's not too often because you're moving. You got nothing to do.
Man.
You got nothing to do. Like, when you could just take a moment to just like be still and slow down and just breathe, the sound is like a reminder of that. It's just on its own. Like, as soon as I hit a sound bowl, it don't really matter like which one. I know I could be more intentional with which one I choose, but most of the time it's gonna ground in a centering energy, like in your heart space and just being like, I'm not breathing. Like,
yo, that'd be the first part. Yeah, you just said it. It'll center you.
yeah.
Like, oh, yeah.
Like, you do this all the time. You breathe naturally, whether you know it or not. But it's like to intentionally, deeply breathe is a whole nother experience. I think sound kind of like relates to that. Like your natural like circadian rhythm.
Frequency, right?
Yeah, like literally like you have your own frequency. So it's like to be on the embodiment of your frequency. I think it helped release anything off the heart. So you can just like breathe deeply and receive like I don't think we really have that much time to receive. It's like how many things you might be giving so much and doing so much outside of yourself that's like how much are you actually receiving, even within yourself?
And part of that question even alludes to the rituals we do to go move through trauma instead of just talking about it. But
Right.
I want to highlight what you just said because that's something that I'm finding is reoccurring in my conversations with people is recognizing that there isn't even a lot of time given in the way that things have been arranged in life.
Right.
So you have to make time and take
Literally.
your time back. Like I've been hearing that a lot in my conversations, like this self-awareness around like if I genuinely wanted to just give my time with the way that my life is styled, I don't have time. It's not been given to me. So now I have to make an executive decision. Yeah, to like, do I let go of the things that aren't prioritizing the time that I need for self and et cetera, et cetera. So creative rituals, like we talked about that actually in the last point as far as just painting and other mediums. But I would like to ask specifically, how has music helped you move through trauma instead of just talking about it? I find that my music be a space where I begin to learn myself a lot more and stuff. I actually have had a trouble with, feeling like me being in spaces performing my music even be meaningful. A lot of times people don't want to hear